Hello there, very good evening. So in this today's session, I'm gonna show you guys the continuous integration and continuous deployment pipeline in Jenkins, and so the deployment is going to be on the AWS Amazon servers using the Elastic Container Registry and Elastic Container Service. So I'm going to show you first of all the pipeline flow, and then you're going to understand what will happen. So let's take a look into it. Alright, so pipeline contains of 4 basic elements. So the first one are the agents. So these agents could be the nodes and stuff. So this could be those things. And then the environment. So these are just the variables, environment variables. Here are the tools. You must specify these tools, the one that you want to use. So these tools, the one that you see over Maven, and the name of first Maven is the name in here. So this name is name is from the Jenkins global configuration. So this name right here is in there. So it tells Maven, Jenkins to use the tool, it tells which tool to use. And then the other tool that we have got is the JDK. So JDK is like the Open JDK itself. So basically the thing is Maven cannot run by itself. So so you got the Open JDK. The thing is Maven itself is uses Java development kit to run itself. So JDK is a required thing. And then you got the status. So status are the 4 pillar in here, and they are very like status define the flow of the pipeline. So in my pipeline you got these bunch of status. So some of them are the first status, the Get the Git repository. So this repository is not mine. It's a guy called Imran Tali. It's his repository. This is just a plugin. Get the name of the plugin, and then so this is just the syntax thing. Nothing too crazy in here. The syntax thing. So basically, fetch the Git repository from the GitHub. That's all. And then you got the building the bar file. So basically what is going to happen is we already fetched the code, and now we're going to build the bar file, so basically the artifact, we're going to build the artifact in here in this stage. So in here, but what we are showing is that Maven installed. So Maven basically goes through a number of checklists, a number of status. Maven itself goes through them. So first of them is the validate, then test, and then build, and then package them, and then install. So it goes through all these status. So what we are saying over here is that you go through all the status, but skip the test stage over here, because we are going to run the tests ourselves. So we're going to run the tests in the next stage, this stage. So in here we are saying that run the tests now, and then what we got is if we succeed, then we got a post statement over here. So after this step, so basically what we are saying is that once this stage is passed, so basically you've got the build, and now you're running the tests. So if all of the tests succeed, so this means that if the test result is success, then we are just going to we're going to archive the artifact. So in my case, the artifact is, you will already know, the developer's team will tell you the artifact type and all those things. So so in my case, in this case, you have got the artifact in this directory. So this syntax, this syntax simply means that archive everything in the directory called target. That could be anywhere. Star means any directory. Basically, you use the you search using the whatever methods, but basically you get this directory target, and then inside this directory, every single file that contains this extension of bar, you just simply archive those artifacts. Or but in our case, there is just only one single artifact, so it's just gonna archive just one single one. Alright, so next one is the so after this, now that we already know that our artifact is working perfectly fine. I mean, it is already built and it has already gone through the tests. So now we want to know that if we deploy the artifact, can the hackers, or the so-called hackers, can they so these are for the best practices. If the hackers can just access our code, or just get through the flaws. So basically we want to know if there are any flaws in our code. So we are first analyzing using the Checkstyle, and so it is in this syntax simply means that use the previous already build artifact, but analyze that only. Alright, so just do that, and then we are also analyzing it using the SonarQube. So in the SonarQube, you could write the very same thing like you have written in here. The way you have written, you could write the very same thing over here as well, like Maven. In the script, you could write just Maven and then sonar. But in this case, the problem is that you could. There is no problem. You could write that. You could write that without any doubts, without any problems. However, in this particular case, the way we have done this is that we have got this is just a variable we have got in here, but inside of this, what we are doing over here is that so what I mean to say was that you could write over here Maven sonar, and it would work just fine. But in our case, what we are doing is we are running the sonar from the CLI, from the sonar CLI in our machine. So the advantage for this is actually I don't think there is any advantage, except for the fact that it is more compatible. Is all I know about it. I will have to study this thing, but so what we're doing over here is that this is just a variable scanner home for sonar. So this is a tool inside of our Jenkins tool list. Alright, and then this name over here is from the Jenkins global sonar configuration. Alright, so this there, and then this is just the sonar scanner. So this is just the directory in which the sonar scanner is going to be present inside of, and the project key is supposed to be compressed. So this thing right here, it just so it will use the program, the pipeline will use the project key equals to project. So it will use this key to identify the to verify this project. Alright, so I'll show you that. Alright, so there we go. And so this we've got this one right here, press settings and update key. So you've got the update key. So this is the update key before project. Alright, so it uses this update key before project to identify the project, and then you've got the project name, and this is the metadata stuff and nothing more than that. So, and then you've got some to the binaries. So this is what is gonna analyze this directory. So in our case, it's analyzing the tests. This directory over here is present inside target directory. But in general, what you shall use is the classes, target cells classes. So inside of the target, you go to one more directory called classes, and so it's for the better idea. It analyzes the, I don't know what it analyzes, but basically it analyzes things inside of this. So yeah, that's what we're gonna go for. And this is just the metadata thing, nothing more than that. Alright, so and then so after it analyzes these things, what you want to go for is the you want to know how many errors are there. So in this case, you got 82 bugs, vulnerabilities, and all this stuff, other stuff. You could so you've got quality gets. So instead of the quality gets, in my case, the metric is the bugs, and if it is greater than 100, if the bugs are greater than 100, then fail the pipeline and fail the project. So basically this project is not going to pass. So it simply means that it is vulnerable. So you shall first improve the code and stuff. So that's all is there to it. So yeah, that is all here. Alright, and this simply means that wait for 1 hour and wait for the query get to reply within 1 hour, and that's all. And after this, so now that we have analyzed, and if the quality get says that approves of the build and says that everything is fine with this build, you should just go for it to deploy. So then what we're going to do over here in this particular case is that we're gonna make a Docker file on our machine. Alright, so we're gonna build this Docker file on our machine, on our Jenkins machine in this case. So what we have got is the app register. So we are just gonna build the image over here, and for the Docker file that we are going to use is stored inside of this directory on our Git repository. So I'm going to show you that right now. So we have over here and a Docker repository. So the Docker repository, what do you want? So Docker files app discharge, Docker files app discharge. So this is the Docker file it's going to use. So first it's going to get this. So the template it's using. Alright, so it's going to clone, or there is no template. So alright, so it's going to use this Docker file to build the image. The things that you see over here, such as OpenJDK :11 is build image. So it's gonna the Docker is gonna install this image first, with this name, and then it's gonna go through all these steps. Where some directory, repository, GitHub repository. It's going to clone, and then inside there it's going to do ambient install, and once this ambient install is done, so what it is doing is basically the bare something that we have done so far over here until the Maven install step. So again, it's doing the bare something on the machine, and after that it's gonna get this image from the Docker hub, Docker .get, and after that, so this directory is present inside the Docker image. Alright, so it's doing the bare something after the build. This is done. It just simply means that if there are any artifact or anything inside of this web apps, you just delete that, and after that, from the build image, so there is this image right here from this. So the build that you have done using this on this image. So from there, you copy this artifact called b2.bar, and inside of this repository, this directory in our .get Docker image, and after that just expose it. So just open this port in here and run this file that is present inside the home directory of this program, of this image. Alright, so when you say run over here, it simply means that the .get service is gonna get up and running. Alright, so that's there. So once the build is done, so build the Docker image. So when this build is done, then we're gonna upload this image onto the Elastic container repository on our AWS. Alright, so this is just a plugin that we have installed on Jenkins. Alright, this is a plugin we have installed, and this syntax is from the plugin itself, so it's easy to look on the plugin documentation as well. You'll find this syntax or code, this one right here. So the variable that we have, the environment variable that we have set here are these three are for the ECR, so container repository, and these two are for the other service that I'm going to tell you after the ECR. So there is the credential, so it is AWS creds is the name of the AWS credentials that are in the Jenkins. So we have got, so what I have done is I've created an IAM user and given him permissions of the ECS and the ECR, so that he can modify things on my AWS. So those credentials are stored in my Jenkins with this name, AWS creds. And again, you are supposed to use a plugin. After only if you have the plugin, you will see an option in the Jenkins about the using that plugin only you will be able to store the AWS credentials. So once you're done with that, you just variable, you get this variable, so you just change this value to whatever credentials you have got for you, and when that is done, this is just a variable, so a registry. These are just syntax variables, or like these are the syntax types. This is from the AWS image name, the container image URL. Let me show you ECR. So we got that here. Alright, so this right here. So this is the repository name, and this is the repository URL. This right here is the repository URL. So I've given that, and then given the repository URL, and then this is just the from here to here, it's just the URL name, but what you see over here is the URL, and when this is done, so these are just the variables and those stuffs only. Alright, so this is from the syntax itself. What we are doing is you push the you already push the image, but with the image you have these the tags on the image that you have. So we have got these tags, so I'm going to show you them. Alright, so in this particular case you've got 2, latest. So 2 is the build number tag, and then latest is also a tag in there. Alright, so you just push them onto the you just push these tags onto the image that you are pushing in here, the image that you're building in here. Alright, the image that you want to build in here on the app registry that you have got in there. And so basically we're just pushing tags in here, right? Those are just for the tags. Alright, so after this, I think I got it wrong here, so I should have said it like this. Tag the image, something like that. Tag the image or something like that. So and the next is the build on ECS. Alright, so this is just for the build for the deployment on the ECS. I want to show you what ECS is. ECS is like a the Kubernetes thing, but co-ops of Kubernetes thing, but the problem with the ECS is that it do not have self-healing and stuff. Maybe it does. I will have to look into it, but Kubernetes is just better than this. So anyways, it's not bad either. For the test environments you can use this as well, or that's up to you. But so what we are doing over here is we're just uploading the latest build onto the ECS, and ECS is having a service, and that service is going to run our containers on a load balancer. So I already started this thing, so right here you see the load balancer and selective and listeners. Alright, so it's active and the target groups are also healthy. So basically what is happening is cluster is having a service, and that service is using this load balancer to run our containers. So if you use this DNS name for the load balancer, you're gonna be able to access the artifact that we have built on our Tomcat server. So we're going to be able to access that. Now suppose you are developers who made some changes and stuff like that, and now you want to so basically what's going to happen is that if you run the pipeline, which I'm gonna do over here. So this particular do not have an ECS deployment, so I'm gonna do the deployment part over here. Or so I'm gonna copy this code. Alright. Alright, so there we go. We have copied the ECS code, but let's check if the credentials and things are set up accurately. Cluster name, service name. So the developers make change, then you're gonna see the changes over here on our on our, so basically what's gonna happen is that after you do that, the service is gonna run a new container with the new artifact that you have provided. So this one is running right now, but it's going to stop this one and it's going to run the new artifact that we are going to build now. Alright, looks like everything is fine. Let's check Vpro cluster and services. Vpro service, Vpro cluster, and let's check out the service now. Vpro service. Alright, looks like everything is fine. So now I shall be able to run this perfectly fine. Alright, let's see. Save this and let's build now. Alright, let's see, pipeline overview. Alright, let's go. And talking about the my voice, it's quite low, it's deep voice, but it has some flaws as well. It is not stable as of now, and it do not have clearly spaced harmonics either. But the thing is that I have been using this voice only for around 6 months now. I have not used this voice for more than 6 months. So basically the thing is, I've used my high-pitched voice since 21 years now, but this deep voice is quite a new thing to me, so that's why it's a little unstable right now. Alright, so yeah, it worked. Right there you see that. Yeah, it worked fine. So let's see if the service is creating a new task or not. So alright, there you go. So it is going to use our new image, and it's gonna the new artifact is going to use in this one right here, and it's gonna stop this one once this is done, up and running. Alright, let's just wait for a while. Looks like it's gonna process soon, within minutes. Let's see. Alright, it's running, and now it's gonna stop this container right here. Let's see. Alright, so if you look at the target groups, and if I do this, it is initializing this one, and alright, let's see it now. Alright, so now you see it's deactivating this one. It's going to stop this one. Alright, so there we go. This is the CI/CD pipeline. So basically you can also do this thing as well in the Jenkins. So configure, and you could say over here this thing over here, get a loop trigger for Git SCM polling. And so this is what's going to happen is that as soon as the developer commits a commit on the GitHub, it is going to get a, and you are also supposed to create a Git webhook. So once you set up those things, as soon as the developer commits a code, then it's gonna automatically start the build itself. So this is gonna happen. Alright, seems like that is it. Thanks for being over here, and now I'm just gonna stop this.